Hi, so in this video we'll cover a technical question from product management perspective. So here are some examples. Design a web crawler from a system design perspective. Design a global messaging queue, again from a system design perspective. Another kind of question could be that interviewer could go through a resume and ask for a particular project, what was the technical architecture, how did you work with the engineer? Or another question could be type Google, when you type google.com in the browser, what really happens? So these are examples of some technical questions. Why are they asked in PM interviews? So there are a couple of reasons why they are asked. First, are as a PM, your relationship with engineering is pretty critical, and your technical understanding helps pretty much in gaining their trust, in working with them. For example, when they are writing the design doc, you're writing the PRD, you'd collaborate extensively on design decisions. For example, should you add this feature, which could result in a higher technical complexity and longer time to launch, or not, or things around performance, API, which requires certain level of understanding of technical architecture and technical side. Now, this varies from job to job, so it also depends why, and that's a reason why some companies do have technical round, other don't. The second reason is in many companies, such as Google, for example, your promotion also requires you to improve your technical understanding with time. Senior product manager are views as technical peers who work on non-technical aspect like business ideas and all. One thing I wanted to highlight here is that deep technical understanding here doesn't mean you need to have a CS degree. What it means is that you have a knowledge and understanding that can help you work with engineers and build a product. So what do technical questions measure? So they measure primarily three things. The first is your basic understanding of software development concept, because most of the big tech interviews or big tech companies deal in software. So they want to test that you have basic knowledge of how software development works, how web app works, what happens when API response is made, or sorry, API request is made, how do the system scales. So that's the first thing. Second, the test that can you make an informed technical decision based on the data that you gather from engineers. So one of the responsibility of PM is that they work with engineers in deciding the technical architecture. And you do get certain data that if you add this feature, this will result in this design complexity. That will mean that there is higher, let's say, launch time, or maybe that would mean that we can't do feature X in future because technical design will not allow it. So you need to have an understanding of how this works so that you can help engineering reach to efficient design for your product. And third, they test the communication skills. So as a product manager, we have to translate a business requirement into a technical requirement. Of course, you have to work with engineering in doing that, but you need to have basic understanding of what different technical elements mean, what are the APIs, different kinds of APIs, different trade-offs between performance, latency, and those aspects. So these are the three things that the interviewer is trying to assess.